often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Williams. For the perimeter here, it's Loveland. And it looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that 1st down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now here's Williams. He set up the screen here to Swift. He's going to be hauled down after a small pickup, maybe about 4 yards there. And that's going to earn Chicago the 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
We've set it downs from 37. Williams will look to throw. Rushes right there as he releases it. It goes nowhere near the target. Looking to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. So a solid game there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They got 9 on their last play, Brock, so just a final yard now to go here on 3rd down. Making a read at the line. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Drops it underneath. Swift. Hit there, and he's fierced out. So they have about 15 before it. And that's going to give the Bears the 1st down.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Williams on 1st and 10. And that last completion is 4th of this opening series. He's only missed 1 so far. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
working on second down. Williams looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. That's Christian Harris. And that backs them up now all the way into a 3rd and 23. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, Williams. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we got 4th down. Well, I think we kind of all knew what was coming. That last sack kind of forced their hand. The best option to extend that drive was to just throw it deep and hope.
I think that's exactly why sacks are so productive for defenses. It's because it does, to your point, force the hand of the offense.
Santos' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins here with Robinson. He cuts it to the right sideline. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown.
Robinson, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Polk on now to try the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Bears 3. Nick Polk to kick off for Atlanta.
It's all lined up. Polk ready to send this one flying. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams to throw. Connecting with his back here, Swift. He's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple.
2 yards.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Xavier Watts getting in there defensively.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Williams set to pass. Odunze's got it right side. He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. And that's going to be good for Bears 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Williams off the play fake. Passing quick here with the pass rush, fast enough to match it. On him in time to alter that throw, and it falls incomplete. That brings up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To throw is Williams. And this throw is going to be incomplete. Third down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Again, it's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. Will have the first down and even more. Running down the left side toward the pylon, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, 45 yards. Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders running that pattern.
And if you're going to find your back for a touchdown, Kate, this is the first route you'd expect. Get him a favorable matchup. This guy can flat out move. Send him out there, stress that coverage. He'll deliver for 6.
That one splits the uprights. They've cut the lead to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Tua setting up to throw. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Bears get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Not an overwhelming amount of running room available, but he made what he could through the traffic on the pick. Everything he got them, just a bonus really anyway. They were certainly satisfied by simply getting off the field.
First down from the 42. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter first and 5. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. Brought down after getting his guys about 26 yards. And that's going to earn Chicago the first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First and 10 for Williams. That last play giving him 8 completions on his 12 attempts. Working inside the red zone. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown Bears. Luther Burden from 11 yards out. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Santos adds the extra points. Lead now up to a field goal.
Bears 17, Falcons 14. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. It's a small gain up to the 38. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on second. Tua. Man downfield, and he finds London. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that is good for an Atlanta first down.
21 yards. And a Falcon first down.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And there it is. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. A hat trick for him in this first half. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Polk is there to tack on the extra point. And they jump ahead by 4.
Falcons 21, Bears 17. Nick Polk to kick off for Atlanta.
It's all lined up. Polk ready to send this one flying. Here's Thomas on the return. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Here's Williams. Chased out to his right. Throwing deep down the near sideline. The look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, partner. I know you always do, but it felt like maybe that was one of their last gasps to get into field goal range before we hit halftime.
Yeah, you kind of look at both sides. Defense is doing all they can to prevent that thing from being thrown over their head, and can the offense find some way to puncture that defense to get into that field goal range?
That one's cut along the left sideline. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And that's going to give the Bears the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now here's Williams. Completes another one to Thomas. And gains 6 on that play. That means it is second down and manageable.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's second and 4. Williams will look to throw. Taking a deep shot here. Near the goal line. And in. Touchdown, Chicago. Xavier Thomas. A 44-yard score.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Santos now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. Lead now up to a field goal.
Bears 24, Falcons 21.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. Now Williams gets everything he has under this one. Brought in inside the 20. Second half begins with a bang. 47 yards.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
Williams on first and 10. And he is close. He is right near 250 yards passing after that last play. In motion, a receiver left. From the red zone on first. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
We'll go with a design keeper. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the first and goal.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Here's a design run. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal. Now Williams setting to throw. Escapes the pocket. Out wide, it's Thomas. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. He was downfield in a hurry, hoping to help with the play, but that effort cost some points as the penalty wipes out that touchdown. Penalty sends him backwards. It's second and goal. To throw, Williams. Forced out to his right. He calls his own number. Williams hit, and that ball's out. And the Falcons scoop it up. How about this? I think that's going to be a safety. Talk about a couple of wild twists over the course of just one play. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay, I'm hoping that he simply got turned around, forgot which end of the field was his, because other than that, Brock, I got no explanation.
Yeah, imagine how funny it actually would have been, funny like a clown, to see his own team chase him down and tackle him, Kate. I mean, it would have been hilarious for us to watch. A little embarrassing for him, but less embarrassing than running it back to the wrong end zone for a safety. Come on, man.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Williams to throw. And this is going to be lost on the hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's second down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me this. Always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round one in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
Here's second and 10 now from the 36. They send a man in motion. Working on second down. Williams. Thomas snags it over the middle. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Williams set to pass. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. And that's just a good call there. Not the type of lead or the down where you should be forcing anything. So good call there to just get rid of it.
Yeah, this is called game management, right?
Yep.
People get this bad perception of a game manager. He's a game manager. You should be a good game manager. And make sure you throw it away if nothing is there.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Got his man, Thomas has it. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the
This is the end of the 3rd
line.
quarter. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. Offense overloading left side. It's 1st and 10. A handoff left for Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And that'll be 4 yards on that completion before he heads out. That means it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
A gain of 5
Those kind of
yards.
completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Important moment as they turn to Cairo Santos. 1 for 1 so far. This is from 40. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Tagovailoa now on second. Escapes out to the left. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. Tackle finally comes in well downfield. That's a gain of about 26. And it's going to be first down Falcons. Run it with Robinson from the pistol. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 27-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Another carry for Robinson. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
First down, Falcons.
He'll look to throw it. Throws caught. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Gronk at second down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the 3-yard line.
Setting up to pass. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And they're not going to get anything out of this one. Goes out down for right at the line of scrimmage. Third down coming up.
You know, kid, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Looking to throw it. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did, because while they work on 2-point conversions, but they're difficult. This is also a must-have, though, Kate, if they want to try and force overtime.
But the defense makes a stand that may decide this game. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. First play of the drive, a run by Swift. No one's around him. He's got space. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. First and goal. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. They've got a man in motion. Swift does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. They can't end it with a knee, but this would run out some clock. And they'll kneel this down. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. After that penalty, composure is needed as they're going to go for this. They'll run here following the penalty. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears.